At SightLife Surgical, we are all about bringing innovation at the speed of need to the cornea space. And the reason is because that need is very large. Today, for a population of over 10 million people who live in blindness and could have their sight restored via cornea transplant, we only have a supply of about 150,000 corneas available for transplant each year. So bringing innovation at the speed of need is critical to begin to fill this gap. So SightLife Surgical was created as a for-profit subsidiary of the nonprofit eye bank called SightLife to generate the resources necessary to bring advances and innovation to the corneal surgery and corneal therapeutics. We launched the company with the founding investment of $10 million from Flying L Partners, led by Bill Link, Dick Lindstrom, and Andy Corley. The strategy is for us to remain focused on the cornea ecosystem, accelerate our growth, and bring new products and services to surgeons and their patients. SightLife Surgical has broadened its focus beyond just cornea transplantation and really is looking to be all about the cornea. So one of the key aspects of SightLife Surgical is how we relate to the eye bank community. And SightLife, the nonprofit organization, and other nonprofit eye banks provide that basic communication with donor families, perform the recovery of the surgical tissue, and then ensure the medical suitability of that tissue for transplantation. That is the donor-facing side of eye banking. Once those three steps are completed, that's when the tissue is transferred to SightLife Surgical. SightLife Surgical then performs the tissue evaluation, provides the specific processing desired by the surgeon for transplantation, and then delivers that cornea to the surgeon where she or he needs it, when they need it, how they need it. And so this is the basic relationship between SightLife Surgical and the eye bank community that we're looking to expand. Our core commitments in launching SightLife Surgical were around medical advancement, reimbursement and policy, and prevention and treatment. In the medical advancement arena, we wanted to make today's research into tomorrow's innovation in the cornea space. We want to move the needle so that there are better treatments available for cornea patients and better tools for surgeons to care for their patients. One of the blockers in this is reimbursement and policy. And so we are advocates for surgeons and their patients, and we're committed to removing systemic barriers that restrict patient access to cornea treatment. And so our goal is to aggressively find ways to improve reimbursement and improve policies to expand access for cornea patients, both here in the US, but also around the globe. And then finally, prevention and treatment. To eliminate corneal blindness by 2040, we realize that we're not going to do this via cornea transplantation alone. That ultimately prevention has to be a part of our platform. And to that end, we want to look for opportunities to innovate and advance prevention and earlier treatment for patients who may become afflicted with cornea blindness. Well, here's a little bit about the progress that we've made to date since our launch. One of the exciting things we've been able to do is bring together some of the best and brightest minds in cornea transplantation and cornea therapeutics to form our medical advisory board and our educational faculty. Our medical advisory board is going to provide guidance to the leadership of the organization as we look to develop new products and implement those products. Our educational faculty will be helping to deliver high-quality training to other corneal surgeons via webinars, wet labs, and other training modalities, as well as helping us along the way as we evaluate and implement new products. So we're very honored to have this group of high-quality physicians involved with us. You can see here that we've already launched several new products, and I'm excited to announce here the addition of autologous serum tears to our portfolio. This is via a partnership with Imprimis. This allows us to provide a turnkey solution to ophthalmologists who have patients that can benefit from autologous serum tears. Imprimis will allow us to be viable in all 50 states right away. The big news that I like to share today is our groundbreaking work and partnership with Shigeru Kinoshita. We're very excited to get to a stage in this partnership where we can take his injectable endothelial cell therapy and begin to get it ready for commercialization. We've successfully transferred the processing of cells from his lab in Kyoto to our lab in Seattle, and we're ready to expand that further. And so with this treatment, we'll be able to get over 100 treatments from one donor cornea and ultimately replace a very complicated and challenging DMEC or DMEC procedure with a procedure that includes a simple injection. So it's exciting, and stay tuned for more news on this. Looking ahead, we want to continue to increase our revenue and our market share. We closed 2016 with $47 million in revenue and a 16% market share, and we want to continue to grow on that. We're going to build on that founding investment from Flying L Partners, and we'll be looking for a Series B financing round sometime in the first half of 2018, and we'll probably be going for $20 to $30 million. Well, thank you very much. And as we pursue our goals in the cornea space, we believe that everyone will benefit. Cornea surgeons will benefit, patients will benefit, our investors will benefit, and ultimately the 10 million cornea blind will benefit. Thank you very much.